Europe starts the same way, with a story that doesn't add up. Tonight we're going down another rabbit hole. Plato didn't invent Atlantis. He said he got it from Solon, one of Athens' greatest statesmen. Solon heard it from Egyptian priest who read the story in the library of Alexandria. But here's where the rabbit hole begins. What if the story Solon heard wasn't called Atlantis at all? What if the name was distorted by the ancient world's telephone game, and the original word sounded more like Atlantidlon? The Egyptians described a water-engineered empire, a city built in rings, a capital connected by causeways, a civilization advanced in architecture, astronomy, and warfare, a place that rose to power and fell in a single catastrophic event. Sound familiar? Because when the Spanish arrived in the New World, they found a city that matched the blueprint almost perfectly. Tenochtitlan. A city on water. A city of causeways. A city of canals. A city with a massive central temple. A city whose engineering stunned Europe. A city whose name, before the Spanish rewrote it, may have echoed something far older. But here's where the rabbit hole turns dark. The conquistadors weren't scholars. They didn't know Plato, they didn't need to, because the men who funded them, the nobles, the chroniclers, the advisors, they were educated in the classics. They knew the legend of Atlantis, they recognized the parallels, and they understood the implications if Spain had conquered the legendary Atlantis. They wouldn't be heroes, they'd be the destroyers of the greatest civilization ever recorded. So what did they do? They burned the codices, they renamed the city, they rewrote the symbols, they replaced indigenous cosmology with Catholic imagery, and they buried the connection. Take the symbol of Mexico, the eagle devouring the serpent. The Aztecs revered serpent deities. They placed serpents on their calendar. They would never depict a sacred serpent being murdered. And yet, every depiction of this symbol comes from after the conquest on European paper. In European style, a symbol of domination, not prophecy. A symbol that says, the serpent is dead. The old world is gone. The eagle rules now. Solon, Drapides, Critias, Trato. 4 generations, 3 languages, 2 civilizations, 1 story. A story that could have begun as a memory of a real water bee, whose name was distorted, whose details were blurred, but whose layout and engineering survived the telephone game. So here's the question that pulls you deeper into the rabbit hole. If the Aztec capital matches the structure, the engineering, the symbolism, and the fate of Atlantis, what are the odds it's a coincidence? And if it isn't, what else has been rewritten? Atlantis may not be lost, it may have been conquered, renamed, rewritten, and hidden in plain sight. Not beneath the ocean, but beneath the story we were told.